see if this goes live. Trying to see if it'll work. Let me put on my glasses for a second. I don't know if my makeup looks terrible or not. I'm blind as a bat. But I'm live for now. What's probably going to happen is it's going to disconnect before it fully loads, because that's just what it does. Because it sucks. Today, the first thing I'm going to do is revisit Wednesday morning's house, because I apparently am a moron and missed most of it, because I didn't know I had to go through a particular portal. So that'll be the first thing that I want to get done, and then we'll go to a rando. But I'm here where my work meeting was canceled, so I have extra time, and I can hang out with you folks instead of that. And then I have a doctor's appointment finally today at 12:30, or 1 o'clock, but I'll be off of here at 12:30 so I can get there on time. And then, so we got time, like 2.5 hours to wait. So I want to thank Miss Stormy, Joy Plays Games here, and CKPWN. See, told you. I was too ambitious. I tried to have Master Merchant on, so I'll just turn that off. All of those people for their follows and subs, especially CKPWN for his sub. He got a founder badge. And posted about it in my guild chat, and so I was really appreciative of everything that he did. So I'm appreciative of all of you, honestly. I really am. I never expected anyone to sub. I still don't expect you to sub, so don't feel obligated. It's always nice when you do, but it's honestly not necessary. I am understanding of especially around Christmas time. It's money's tight. All right. Hopefully this time it'll work. Oy. This is really annoying. I hate this. Okay, so the router is supposed to arrive tomorrow. So hopefully things will improve tomorrow. But who knows? I tuned in to J Hart yesterday. He was doing a money-making stream. If you guys are interested in that, he was talking about the differences between EU and NA markets. So if you're curious about that, you may want to load up yesterday's video of his and watch it. They also talked about other things, like houses you can buy with items in them that are resellable, which we've talked about before, but there's other houses like that. Like the Amaya has the Halalu, either the shed or the well. I forget which one, but there's no other way to get it. So that's one thing to do. I actually wanted to talk to you. I wanted to post something, and I don't know what the best way is to get a suggestion to Zos, but I want to tell them to start making the crow items like sellable. Maybe don't make them trash anymore. Make them some other item type so that we can trade them on stuff like that. Hey, Sleeping Bella. Just getting started here. If I can log in. My router's still giving me crap, but the new one's supposed to show up tomorrow. So until then, I'm just sort of muddling through and hoping that my game connects. And if it doesn't, we'll figure something else out. But I'm pretty sure I can turn off more things. I still have plenty that I can turn off. And just like yesterday, I still am pushing Magic Sorter, which you can get on Minion or ESO UI. It's amazing. And there were some updates to it this morning. It was, I think he or she is updating, you know, little errors here and there and hopefully making it a little bit more accurate, but it doesn't seem to be a problem. To me, it seemed like it was working just fine, but I'm glad to see that the person cares enough to add updates to it. Thank you for the pumpkins. Pumpkins. I mean potatoes. It's one of those mornings. Oy! I'm having a dumb morning where I am dumb. So yeah. Wednesday morning's house, I missed like 3/4 of it apparently. Then we're gonna go look at the rando, and then I should probably work on my one of my houses. Uh, I was thinking about working on my my hearth slash fireplace. Yeah, they do actually. You know what's funny is my husband sent me a whole bunch of texts with the angry potato, the one that's like the one that's really stabby. I'll show it to you. This guy, and he was stuck late at work, so he sent me a whole bunch of those over text, which was amusing to me. I felt like it was this is not going to load. This is going to infinite load, and then never actually load. I can see it already. Not happy about this. I'll give it another minute or two. This is the story of my life. Waiting at a load screen. Does anyone else have loads this long, or is it just me? I have a feeling it's just me. Oh my lord, this is so boring. Yeah, it's been really bad for me. A lot of times it'll connect and say yeah, it's really bad. But the thing is that like I know part of it is my router. Part of it has to be my router. But I know that part of it is them too. And I'm hoping that the event being over, things will calm down a little bit, but it's not looking very promising. And forget about it when new life comes around. Let's see if I can kill it and start over. Because I don't think it's actually loading. Oi, oi, oi. Alright, you're dead. Now what? Now we're going to close out of Steam entirely. Not Baby Yoda Santa emote today. Is that what that was? Oh my gosh. Yeah, because that isn't Baby Yoda, I know. You're right. But I didn't, I didn't watch the movie. I don't plan to watch the movie, so. Yeah, Oblivion, I know. Things are, and this is like the worst time of year to have computer problems. Am I locked up? Do I appear locked up to you folks? I'm worried here. Okay, no, I'm moving. All right, I was worried because I didn't appear to be, I don't know. Let's just hope this loads, right? Yeah, well, all I know about it is that it's not Baby Yoda. It's because it's older than Yoda or something. I don't know, but it's like a Yoda type alien, but it is not Yoda. That's all I know. Hey, Kitros, trying to get in the game. Just closed and restarted Steam, so hopefully that'll work. If that doesn't work, I'll try my other loader. I gotta turn off more add-ons, see if that helps. What don't I need right now? Suppose I don't need that. I don't need that. This is depressing. Having to turn all these things off. Alright, let's try it now. Oh, is that what you're saying? Not Baby Yoda? I thought it was not Baby Yoda because it's not Baby Yoda. It's some other baby alien type Yoda being. But it is pretty cute from the looks of it. Star Wars has always been good at making like semi to very cute kind of creatures. Like, even the Ewoks were kind of cute. Merchandising, man, they're smart. But I'll be honest, I haven't seen. I think I saw A New Hope, the first one in the series, like the first the first, not reboot, but prequel. And that was many, many moons ago. And I, of course, watched the real first three, you know? And then never saw the second or third prequel, and I've never seen the postquels. So I've never bothered. And I didn't see the little side movies either. So I haven't seen The Mandalorian. I just stopped going to movies around 2000. I stopped. There was like a trickle of movies after that I went to go see. But for the most part, I haven't seen a movie for 20 years. And I feel like that's kind of a scary thought when you think about it. When I'm 42 years old and I haven't seen movies for 20 years. Like, I've been checked out of pop culture for like 20 years. What happened is I went to law school. And when I went to law school, like, I completely stopped. I made it. Good. I completely stopped being interested in anything other than nonfiction. I don't know what did it to me. All right, let's go to Wednesday morning's house, because I messed it up. There we go. I just lost interest. Yeah, I don't like people. I think that's the big issue. Like, maybe it's a combination of things. I don't like people, and I don't like fiction, and I don't like things that depress me. And it's like, this combination of all of those things, Like, I used to like fiction. I'm trying to write fiction. But something happened to me in law school that just switched me over, and I just stopped liking fiction, period. Like, I stopped being able to read it. I stopped watching television. I don't know. Yeah, people suck. People really suck. All right, so this was Wednesday morning's house that I went to, day before yesterday, but I screwed up because she said that, they said that I missed the portal that led to the majority of the house. And I didn't realize that because I didn't quite understand how the house works. Like, I don't have this house memorized anymore. So apparently what she said was, this is a portal. I didn't know that. I thought this was just an ending. I didn't realize it was actually part of the house. And I was supposed to go through here. Yeah, people suck. I hate people talking. I hate people making noise. I hate people, like, crackling their bags of whatever treat they brought. I don't like people, like, being obnoxious or anything. And so basically I can't be around humans because I don't like them. I don't like kids being at theaters. Like, that bugs me. All right, let's see if I can figure this out. There's a whole lot of it that bugs me. I'm a very, I don't want to say I'm on the spectrum of autism, because I don't think I am, but my dad has this thing where noises, especially certain kinds of noises, it's called misophonia, I think it's called, where certain noises, like, make him crazy, like, make him just rage. And I am personally, this is gross. I am personally not all that fond of certain noises myself. I have trouble with certain noises. So it's rough for me. I'm very sensitive to sound. And I don't know. Yeah, that was gross. I should have spent more time on that. But I'm so, like, caught up in my storytelling. I'm ashamed of how sensitive I am to sound and how sensitive I am to other things. Yeah, that's lovely. Wednesday morning, I love her, but she does so many weird dead things. So there were assigned seats, and the massive group came in as the movie was starting and pushed their way to the seats while complaining. Oh my God. Well, entitlement. Gotta love entitled people. I didn't even know you could get up here. Wow. Hello, Nana. We are exploring what I missed in Wednesday morning's house, which is, like, basically all of it. Okay, Delisha. Have fun at work. My work meeting got canceled. Ha! I don't even know what happened here. Is this a dragon attack is what I'm thinking? I don't know. No, there's too much for you to type because I'm gonna babble. Don't break your fingers there. I think that's a dragon attack. If I had to guess, this is a change. This is really, Yeah, I stopped going to movie theaters. I just don't go, and I feel bad because every man I've been with, my ex-husband and my current husband, even a boyfriend or two in between, were always wanted to go to the movies, and I just wasn't into it. And I'm like, go with your male friends, go with your other friends. I don't give a shit. I just don't want to go because I don't like the sounds. It's always too loud. That's the first thing. Whee! Uh-oh. I had magic carpet on. This sucks because I'll have to come back because I can't turn it off and guarantee that I'm going to get back in the game. You guys know? So that was magic carpet. So I'm going to have to redo that later when I can reboot without magic carpet on. So, yeah. Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, it's too loud. And then, I was watching clips of, and maybe this is just the show that I was watching clips of. You guys could maybe perhaps give me some insight on this. But I was watching clips on YouTube of the way that people died in that show, Ozarks. And it was like the first season, and it had clips of all the people dying in Ozarks. And it really disturbed me. I'm a little bit better, Delisha, but I also have the doctor in a few hours. So that should help. And I realized that in the last 20 years, and this shouldn't be terribly shocking to me, but in the last 20 years, things about TV have gotten, and just entertainment in general has gotten way more violent looking and like more realistically violent. And I'm beginning to wonder, like, has it gone beyond what I could handle? Yes, being $20 to be annoyed by people. I'm beginning to think that I can't. Wait, what's going on here? Why can't I get out? Is this Southern Elsewhere? I don't get it. I don't get it. Other than that's cute. The Christmas tree with all the candy canes on it. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong. It just, I don't get it. I don't know why I can't go over there. Am I supposed to be able to? Maybe this is going to be opened up on a holiday. So let's go back to the hub and pick something else that isn't going to be closed off. Yeah, so I don't know. Is it just me, or is it that, like, has television gotten that much more violent that, it seems to me like I couldn't imagine watching that and not being horrified by it. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. It does. Either seat elsewhere or south elsewhere. I haven't decided which it means. So let's go to Caffeinated Mayhem's Grand Topal. It may be bleh, but I don't know if it's violent bleh or if it's just, I don't know. It's like weird. I saw a couple of clips from things. Yeah, maybe. It could be I can't get back there. I don't know. Just seems like things have changed. Oh, how pretty. This is Caffeinated Mayhem. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that. Wait, no, those are just the regular flowers, but they're putting them face out is beautiful. That's beautiful. I like it a lot. Oh, I can already tell I'm going to like this area. Well, house ended all strangely, you know? Very interesting. Um, such creative ideas here. I'm wondering if I never watched it, but I'm wondering if that one about the meth guy, the teacher who became a meth guy. I'm wondering if that one was really violent, like shows violence kind of thing, because it seems like these HBO shows or the that kind of show seem to be super violent, ultra violent. Maybe, I don't know. It's beautiful though. I don't know if it's just my imagination, but that's what I seem to think. Oh, is this the one with the dead whale sitting on the beach? Because it had all of these beautiful things and then the whale was dead. Let's go see. Oh my goodness, I see things already that I really like. Look at all of the red. That's really lovely. What does this say? Nude beach. Who's naked here? Me? I'm not naked. No, I don't think this is the one with the dead whale. Okay. No wonder the nude beach is empty. It's naked. Get it? Yeah, and I want to say that they're more violent. I don't want to speak in generalities because I certainly don't watch enough TV to be able to say that. But I'm wondering if perhaps that's the case, that they're more violent. That was also a really smart way to close off that whole area, was by putting that blocker up there of the fish thing. This is an effect, by the way. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be other than I guess it's just smoke. No, I don't watch TV. I don't find it entertaining for the most part. Last time my TV was in January. Okay. You know, I'm starting to think that TV may be dying out for a lot of us. That some of us are just not into it anymore. That, you know, we find other ways to be entertained. When I was growing up, my mother was like addicted to TV. She never let us have the channel changer, and when I was a little kid, we either had to turn it on the TV to change the channel, or we had to get up and use the box. I don't know if you guys remember the box, but either way, I wasn't allowed to use it. My mother was always in control of the television. So she watched, when I was growing up, she watched Westerns. That was her big thing. Westerns and black and white movies. And, oh wow, look at that. That's a good holiday idea. Right there, guys. Holiday idea. Actually, I might steal that idea, to be honest with you. What's the thing in the middle? Just flowers. Okay. You know. So that's what I'm getting at, is the growing up with that kind of thing in the background. Certainly I lost interest in TV because I wasn't allowed to watch anything I wanted to watch. You know, it was always my mom watching crap that I was not in the least interested in. So, you know, and nowadays she watches like cooking shows and Hoarders. Hoarders is a big one. And I just, you know, when I moved out, I just didn't care about television. My ex-husband was big into television, so we had one and we had cable and he watched it, but not me. So this was a really beautiful island, and now it makes me want to like steal some ideas. So let's go see my Cyrodiilics, see if I have those red plants. Do they? Do they what, take over the TV? I don't know. My parents wouldn't let us. I could see my parents, like, if they had the money to have buying us a tablet and then telling us to go watch stuff that we want to watch where we want to watch it. Because my parents are just, you know, they cared more about television than I did. You know? Obviously. This could look good on the holidays. I'm not sure though. Let's see. Try to see if I have any of those red plants in here. Or if they're all in my other house. Nope, all in my other house. Really? You see, you know, the truth is though that my parents would just probably have told me tough luck. You know? They probably would have said, you know, too bad for you that you don't like it, but we're gonna do it our way. And watch what we want. That's just how they rolled. They just did not care. So I ended up like going and playing with stuff instead, or reading. So maybe it was for the best. And then when I was like 10, my dad brought home an Apple IIc, and that was the end. They never saw me again. I was gone. All right, so what I just did there is I basically just decided I wanted everything to be nicely lined up. So I just did a new build, just in order. To make it nice and pretty. See? And made it nice and pretty so that it's all like, but I want to make it smaller with like less space in between it so that that way everything fits in view. Yeah, this is just all essential housing tools. This is me being obsessive compulsive because I like to have everything. See, now it's turned the wrong direction. I'm gonna have to make this smaller. Let me see. Oh, see, yeah, because it went to that again. I don't want it to be that again. No, let's do 20 and 20. Build. Oh, what I'm doing now is all the building areas stuff. Building is harder. The easiest is FX, then building, then animating. But even animating isn't all that hard once you understand the parameters of what you're doing. I try to keep it simple, but sometimes I just like to use it the way that I use it, you know, so that basically you guys get to see it, what it's capable of, even if, you know, you may not be using it right now. Okay, confirm. So this build can go backwards. There we go. Now it'll move further in, so when I come into my house, I can see what I have without having to like run all over the place. I like them all squished together, but you could have them any way you wanted. Where did I put it? I did it wrong again. Forget it. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. It did it again. Look at that. It went 2 and 2. I don't want it 2 and 2. I want 20 and 20. Why are you being stupid? And I want items to be this size. And then I want you to build it. So, this is what I'm doing. Also, this lets me eyeball it and say, oh, I don't have that red plant that I was just looking for. Whoops. So, I'll go to the other one. And you can move this as a group. You can move it up or down. You can move it forwards and backwards, you know, the whole bit. So let's go over to my other floral house, which is my Moon Mirth. It's ridiculous how many of my houses are storage. I don't like the Cyrodiilic. I do and I don't. I like it because it's cheap, and I like it because of where it is, but it's too small in the interior. The interior is way too small to do anything with, you know? It's kind of depressing. I don't know. So are you guys working on builds? Like, are you working on New Life builds or other kinds of builds? Great. I can't even see anything in here. All right, let's do it again. Housing tools, confirm. Okay, what we want. We want to select everything. All items. You're all selected. Got it? You are all selected. Why are you being stupid? Okay. Why are you being stupid? There we go. And then we're going to... Those are all effects. I don't want those in here. Some of me just does not understand what's going on with EHT completely. All right, so change these items. We're going to group by name ascending. That puts it in alphabetical order. Then we're going to do builds. We're going to do a floor. We're going to do 5 by 5 because this is a much smaller area. And then change everything back to item length, height, width 1. So it's going to build it. Poof! I fell down. Now, where did it put it? Okay, so it basically put it in the sky. So now, if this works right, I can move it down. And now the build is viewable. And if I want, I can rotate it properly so that it all fits in the house. A lot of this is trial and error. Please don't think that I knew how to do this right off the bat. What I love to do is literally what I'm doing, which is I am playing with my storage houses, making sure that learning how to use the program by playing with my storage houses and getting a basic idea of what's going on by doing that. And then I get stuck and, you know, can't walk around because I'm a moron. I'm a dumbass. Okay. To the doorway. No! I want to go to the doorway. Alright. No red plants. I do not have those red plants in here. Well, you know, and that's what I do. I just play with my storage houses until I have a better idea of what's going on. I think my Alvalathi actually has all of my red plants. Like, maybe I'm just gonna have to get them off the crown vendor, and if that's the case, I'm not gonna bother. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, what else are you doing with your storage houses other than just playing around with them and stacking them in different shapes, you know? Doesn't matter what you do, you're not gonna, it doesn't matter what order they're in. Might as well, right? So that's what I like to do. This is not a storage house, but I may steal something from it anyway. This was a Valentine's Day house, and I'm not in love with it anymore. So, oh, here they are. See? Stolen. Stolen. You guys can come up front. There. You guys can come up front and fill it out. Make it look good. No, don't want that flower. I want that flower. No, not you. You. Ugh. The pink guy here. Here. There you go. Now you're filled out. Perfect. No one will even notice. They won't either. Okay, I was just making sure she didn't have flowers over there because I thought I remember having flowers over there. All right, so what I'm thinking we could do is kind of steal that idea a little bit that Caffeinated Mayhem had. Yeah. Well, I'd say there's only 3 or 4 houses out of all of them that I kind of want to take apart. The rest of them are fine. But even yesterday, I was thinking, I don't really have it in me to take it apart completely. I feel like once I do that, I'll wish that I hadn't, you know. So I'm not gonna take them down. I'm just gonna pick at them until I get everything I want out of it. I'm just like sort of incorporating pieces of it. So this is the holiday house. If you're in ETU, they have a Christmas tree contest this for building too, and you basically just you put something of yours up, a screenshot of your tree. So, canna lilies. Let's see, would this look right? Yeah, it looks good. I like it. Oh, that one won't work. Will this one work? No. Huh. Well, I guess I could get rid of this guy here. Put you here. Take away you. No, not you. This duder. There. And you go like this. And then you go like this. And then you can go up front. Thank you. You guys helped me with it. Perfect. There. Now the Ouroboros one is up front and center, looking pretty. Those guys are there. Totally wrong in terms of centering. Yeah, they're not on the same height at all. Let's see if I can do that. That's better. Okay. Now, instead of what... Oh, if you want, we could just do the animation real quick. Instead of using what Caffeinated Mayhem used, I'm not going to use that. Instead, I want to use a one of those red tablecloths that you can make. I forget what they're called, but I think that they would work better for me anyway. So I might try that out. Are you guys working on any other builds? Because, like, I know there's a ton of them. Probably. I thought you were lurking. There. Who said I was smart anyway? Because I'm not. Actually, let me go to Vardenfell, because if I go to Vardenfell, I can make it if I can't find it on the store. They drive me nuts too. But I don't think most people are going to notice, but I could probably do that. Excuse me, I'm trying so hard to wake up. You're fine. You're fine. Oh, great. I just realized I don't even have my Master Merchant on, so I'm going to end up overpaying unless I make it myself. So let's see if I can make it myself. I can't remember if I have that pattern or not. Let me see. Ah, this is what I was thinking of. So I need obsidian. Okay. I need 2 of you. Now, I've seen people make wreaths with this, with these coverlets. Also packages. It's very interesting what you can do with this. Um, like in real life, no. Why? That's not stealing. That's that's just inspiration. I mean, I'm sure you could. I mean, who's gonna call you out on it too? I don't know what was that game that that Hammy was playing? Outer Worlds? Oh shoot, I went to the wrong house. Dirt. I don't know if you guys want me to tour or if you want me to whatchamabut, build, but what happened was is that I just went to that one house and then I got inspired and now I'm stuck having to like do this. Does it have God mode? I don't play any first person shooters unless it has God mode because with my arthritis I just can't do it. In fact, even if I can get away with it, I like to do God mode for Skyrim or anything like that. It's embarrassing, I know, but that's my life. Where did it go? Miscellaneous. Why is this miscellaneous? This is not miscellaneous. This is a cloth. Like, that's weird to me that they consider this miscellaneous. Okay, so, oh, it's so teeny, but I think it'll work. I have seen people use these as packages. Nope, too small. I guess it'll work, sort of. I can put two red things out from either way. Make it like a bow. Tiny. Too tiny. My sense of size is apparently off. No, I'm not trying to pick you. I'm trying to pick this little nugget here. Forget it. I need to find something red that isn't... It's not a banner. It's a... What are these things called? Maybe it is a banner. Simple red banner. Housing editor. Purchase tabs. No, thank you. And it's not even that red. A boss landing might look good. I'm just trying to find one that looks good. I'm looking at ESO Fashion in case you're curious. You know what would look perfect? The Brotherhood banners. And what I could do is just hide the top portion. Although the bottoms are unfinished, that looks kind of crappy. Maybe the Durrani banners? I have one of them. Eleanor. I'm not using one, so let's try how, there's one hiding somewhere. So let's use Deco Track and find it. Parlor. Twin arches. So I'm going to grab that one, buy another one, and then use those as ribbon pieces. So I'll need 4. How much are they? Or 3 more? 10K? Okay. Yeah, $1. I've been thinking about doing that, but I don't want to get like distracted because if I find even one game that I like, I'm going to just become obsessed and then you won't see me ever again and that'll be depressing. Parlor. We want the Durrani banner, that one. And then we're going to go to Eleanor and buy more. I need to figure out what to do about this hearth, this fireplace, because I started building it and it looks weird. It looks so weird. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. I may just not do it because I'm not thrilled with the idea. And I'm so busy as it is, you know, with all of these contests right now. Later sleeping. God, a nap sounds wonderful. Seriously. Okay. Gimme some stuff. This one. I want 3 of these. Give them to me. All right. Let's see. Don't have fun? Do have fun? I don't know. I shouldn't still be picking at this house. I should be doing other things. My cat woke me up this morning at like 5 a.m. So I'm a little tired, but he's been wetting the bed because he's dying and he's on so many diuretics. So I put the litter box in our bedroom so that he actually uses that instead of piss in the bed because he can't make it. When he tries to run to get to his litter box, he can't make it in time unless it's like right there. So we did that, and oh my lord, every time he goes to the bathroom, it's like eye-wateringly bad. And so I can't sleep through it. It's so terrible. I can't sleep through it. I'm like, oh, kitty, I'm so sorry that we're doing this to you, but it's keeping you alive, I promise. Poor guy. No, I want this. There we go. Poor guy. All right. I don't know. I don't want him to die, but I won't miss that when he's gone. I won't miss having my bedroom smell like cat shit. That's love for you, though. Absolute love. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want this. First, I want to bury it a little bit, and then I'll turn it. So that is good. And you go like that. And then there. That makes it a little better. That's one. This may not be doable with it looking good. This may just look like shit and I have to abandon all hope. Maybe it's not abandon all hope, ye that enter here. I'm not in love with it, but it's not horrible. Alright, so let me show you the trick I'm going to do after I move this. No, not this. This. This sucker right here. Now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do selection mode single item, and I'm going to select burp, burp, burp. So now I have all three selected, right? And I'm going to do copy paste, clear my clipboard. We're going to do copy selection. Not cut and copy because I don't want it actually to remove that. And then we'll just clear out what we've got. And then right here, I'll do copy paste, paste from inventory, because I had 3 others in my inventory. And it should be right on top of the other one. So if I do this and do forward, it should be not working. It's not working. Karen. Oh, no, it is working. Derp. Because that's the one that I made, and then this is the one that I just made now. Okay. Not the smartest in the box. So I'll turn it around and then forward. So now I don't have to make another one with fiddling with everything just so, you know. But I am going to have to fiddle with everything just so anyway, because I'm going to have to get, you know, everything just right. Like, you know, you can see the tops of the stuff sticking out, and I don't want it to do that. I don't know why it's not letting me do smaller changes, but okay. We'll just do it by pixel then. Bite me. All right, you're in now. Okay. You should be in then. Perfect. Now they match. And I don't have to worry about trying to match them exactly because they match. So hopefully that was a little bit helpful, showing you how to use EHT to do that. I don't like how this one looks though. This one is a little off, but there. I'll mess with it later, but the point being that I think we got somewhere. It's not exact. It's not like perfectly arranged the way I would like it, but it's a start. Like, I need to figure out how to make this look a little bit better, but anyway, that's something. So let's look at the next one. So we just went over Deco Track, which is an additional add-on. It's its own add-on. We did a little bit of EHT cutting and pasting to replicate items, and just pasting. Some other things too, but I went to Wiccan Star's other home this morning. I want to say they're Sijic. It was really good. Yeah, it was their Sijic, and they had a really nice, especially a nice sitting room. So I'm curious to see what they did with their holiday home. I haven't seen anyone's spaceships yet. Like I haven't seen anybody do a spaceship and post it to open house yet. Okay. So already we have, I can see, oh, only 167 items, but 14 different effects. Now I understand why they did this. They wanted it to be snowing, and it looks weird when it's snowing in a bright daytime sky. So I understand that. And then it looks like they're starting to decorate the trees. And this is interesting. So using these white cherry blossom trees almost makes them look like they're just covered in snow instead of just, you know, blossoming. And we have lights. More lights. I love the lights. I really do. And they made a feast for the holidays. Oh, this is a really good idea. If you have this mount or one of these mounts, put them under your Christmas tree as a present. I also love the I love using the turtle that you can get in Merkmeyer as a present. If you don't have that that expansion or that DLC, ask somebody to grab it for you because it's too cute as a present. It looks just like a present to me. So here we go. We'll go underneath the. Yeah, I like the Sijic mounts too. They've got the Sijic books floating up here. Lots of wedding curtains. Sorry, my nose is itchy. I don't know why. And a little place to take a bath. I haven't seen anyone sink this down too often, so that's a really creative idea. If any of you have things that you want to learn how to do or you want to see some examples of, I should have some exemplars of things that we can look at. Otherwise, I can just wing it. Okay. So it looks like they're just getting started in some aspects of it. But in other aspects, I like the whole, some of the choices of the EHT are really good. And I like the creativity of this tree, and there's a bunch of other things going on that I like. So let me see what I was going to show you guys. Oh, okay. So Asosenda did an erstwhile, which is an Indiana Jones Trixie Cave, which I know isn't entirely our what we're doing right now, but I think I like tricksy things that don't necessarily seem obvious at first. And I haven't done anything of Asasenda's, and now it's not open for visitors. Darn it. Okay. We'll close that one off. I'm glad we did that Caffeinated Mayhem house. That was a really nice one. Let's do Drunken Gale's Cyrodiilic. Or, yeah. No. I'm being very choosy today, and I don't know why I'm being so difficult. We'll go back to that later. Okay, here's a good one for a holiday. Treeble's got Twin Arches Dance Dance Revolution and D&D in case you want to do like a party thing. for the holidays. These are some good ideas. I was actually really impressed by these. That's something you could incorporate into your holiday build, is like little elements of party stuff, because you know it's not just food. People do stuff when they get together, you know, other than opening presents and eating food. Excuse me. Maybe they're going to dance. Maybe they're going to, you know, put on a show or something. Who knows? But one of the things they could do is play D&D. Isn't that clever? This is Treeble's work. And I think it's really well done. You know? At first I thought they were all... Thanks for the bit! At first I thought they were all just sitting around, like, drawing or painting, because I thought this was paint, and then I looked closer and I realized what's really going on is D&D. Oh, and they have the little dragon mount one. And then, this is Dance Dance Revolution. Isn't that cute? Such clever ideas people have. So I think that's really neat. Still cooking food, still have ovens. Thank you for the shared rewards, Ilene. Lane? Yeah, make it. You could do it. You can get a house. Don't be afraid. I just liked this an awful lot. I think it's really cool. I don't know if... Yes, seriously, thank you so much. I want to look at a different house that we haven't looked at today. If I don't fall asleep first. I am seriously tired today, and I don't know why. Okay, Hogwarts. Pocket Nova did a Hogwarts. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. We're just looking at some ideas, but then, you know, we can always get back to building if anyone wants to. I mean, I'm kind of putting it off because I haven't fully, like, hatched in my head what I want to do yet. Pocket Nova. Grand Sigic. Okay, I believe this is a Hogwarts. This may be a Christmassy Hogwarts, if I remember correctly, which would be cool. It may be Halloween. There's a couple of Hogwarts, like, floating around, and I can't always remember which is which. Stick arms. Stick arms! Those are cute. So cute. They look better when I look at them not in with not an overlay. They look better. All right, when was I here? June. I was here in June. So maybe this isn't even holiday. That's interesting. Isn't that a game? Like, I don't know. Oh, you did. I should have some more that I can show you, but let's just do this quickly. So, see, if you remember the Hogwarts, the books, you know, this is probably the part where Ron and Harry steal the bike. So there's that. So I think that's a really clever usage of that. I don't know if there's a Womp tree, but... And then we go inside. Hagrid's bike? Okay, thank you for the correction, because I don't know it as well as I wish I could. Okay, point to the person on the forums who thinks that presents have to look a certain way, like bound. They don't. This is not, these are not presents. This is stuff that people brought in, obviously, on the way into school. But this could be a pile of presents just as easily. And I think you could get away with it really well if you wanted to. Just use random stuff and put it under a tree and it looks like a Christmas tree. Okay, so this is the Halloween Hogwarts. This is so smart. First of all, they have the candles, so clearly it's Hogwarts. But secondly, you have I've never seen anyone use this as fire of any type. So this seaweed is perfect, isn't it? I think it's really clever for icy fire. You know, the a dragon's ice breath or something like that. That's really cool. I really like it. Um, okay, and then they closed off the areas they don't want you going to, which I super appreciate. And then this must be one of the rooms, like the. This looks like it almost could be not Hufflepuff, Gryffindor. So cute. 696 out of 700 items. So they put a lot of items into this sucker and then probably ran out before they were able to flesh it out as much as they'd like to. But they did a good job on their library here for sure. Um, I like the floating books. And then which one is this? I can't guess which dorm room this is, but maybe it's it's the hospital, because this is when didn't she turn into stone? Didn't Hermione turn into stone at some point? So I think that's what this is supposed to be, is when Hermione turned into stone. The infirmary. Thank you for the words. I can't always think of the words. Bad at words. Brain just goes. Okay, what's back here? It's interesting because I've seen other Hogwarts before, but they don't usually put in scenes from the actual books or movies, and I think they did here. Is this the bathroom? I actually don't get this scene. If any of you recognize this scene and can tell me what this is supposed to be. I can't tell. But I'm not as versed in the movies, but this almost looks like the bathroom. But I don't know. If one of you know, you tell me. I wish I was better at knowing this stuff, but like I said, I don't really go to the movies anymore. And then just Bella hanging out. So that's a nice Hogwarts. So there you go. Okay, so somebody wanted Enchanted's. Let me see if I have any that we have not harassed yet. Hey, BS. Enchanted, enchanted, enchanted. Snow globes. Nope, I've hit all my snow globes, but there may be more that people have uploaded today. Now, this one I can't get into as much as I wish I could. What, that had rocks all over the floor? Or had ogres in it? Okay, no, I don't have any of these that are good for that, unfortunately. I've seen, if anyone has a Christmas house they want to show off, let me know and I'll go hit it up. But, piffle sticks. I already seen you. Okay. Aw. Alright, so we have not been to an Alinor yet today, and I want to show you that. This is Role Players Alinor, and I like it because it's got some clever ideas in it. If it's open. Yeah, so, okay, I wrote down, this has a smart bathroom, kitchen, bar, jacuzzi. So, you know, another, not necessarily a direction you would go for new life, but I'm trying to think if J Hart wants us to have, I don't think he does want us to have like a whole house around the fireplace that he wants us to do. Did you? What were you trying to do? Were you trying to do an effect, or were you trying to do a build? Because I can probably basic walk you through some of it. Oh wow, they've taken this house apart. That's a bummer. This house was so pretty. Ugh, it's all gone. They broke it. They removed it. All right, I'm going to delete this one because they broke it. Oh, good. Good. There's more than one Hogwarts. I have a picture of one. A build. Well, that wouldn't be where I would suggest you start. I would suggest you start with the effects, not with the builds, because the builds are hard to start with. You know, once you get the effects down, things become a little easier. Trying to find the Hogwarts. I guess that would be under school, wouldn't it? I sort everything. Yeah, it's under school. Whose house was this? Good job, Kara. Nice job writing it all down that, you know, whose house it was. You're such a moron. Let me show you the difference. Let's go to a storage house for fun and profit. Let's see. What's a storage house? Let's go to Margot's. Now, when you have EHT open, there's these little spots here. The effects have the little wand, and the build has the tools crossed. And those are the two that we're going to start with. Just give me a minute. Okay, so we're in a house I can play with. So see this? This is Essential Effects, the little wand. You click that, and you can add any effects. Now, what I like about the effects first is that they're pretty simple. So if you wanted to add a cat, that's all you do. You just added a cat. You click it, and you have a cat in there, right? And then you click the little paint box, and you can move it forward by just hitting these buttons over here. Position, you know, you can turn it, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can change the transparency, the colors, whatever. So this should be where you start in terms of simplicity, is with effects, if that makes any sense. Just go through them, see ones you like, hit them, and see what works for you. Do you want a heraldry? Let's say you want a guild banner, right? And it starts out huge, so you have to like push it back a little bit and maybe make it smaller. And then you pick your guild you want it to be. I want it to be Blackbriar. And then hit set. And now it's got my Blackbriar heraldry on it. And I can just... No, that cat is from the EHT. All of this is effects. These are fake. These are not really here. See? Not really here. So we're starting with that. The faking of items through EHT. It's simply just for the sake of simplicity. I tend to start here. Okay? Once you learn the basic rules of sizing, moving, coloring, things will get easier for you. So that's kind of what I'm getting at with starting with effects first. Now, building is different. Building is when you make shapes. For example, select all, and I would do, because I'm doing everything in the house, I'm going to just do all items. It selects everything. Here I have all my items that it just selected. I'm just going to deselect 2 things I don't want in it. I'm going to change these items to group by name ascending, because I just like them in alphabetical order, but you have so many different options. You could reset each item's orientation, which puts it back to the, the starting position that the furnishing has when it first comes out. Whatever you want. Then I would do a build. I like to do floor. This will be, I'll change it to 5 by 2, okay? I don't really care. I think if you go to a storage house and mess with it, you could change all these numbers to whatever you want them to be and just play with it. It really doesn't have to be perfect. I like to have a 1 or something between each of them, but, in terms of space, but it could be anything you want. And then it builds it, and unfortunately it put me right in the middle of it, so I'm like stuck in the middle of the build. Karen. And then I'll just move the build so I don't have to be stuck inside of it. Alright, so I moved the build. I'm literally stuck inside my build. This is not helping the demonstration. There we go. All right. So, yeah, I'm fine except for getting stuck in furnishings. So, once it builds it, you can just rotate it around. You can do whatever you want with it. Oh, I did. That's how I got out of it. Because I'm a moron. Yeah. So, this is building to me, okay? So, messing with the stuff that you own, which is what you were talking about, that's building. The only way to learn really how to do this is by playing with it. So messing around with it, making different shapes, because up here you can pick floors, you can pick circles, cones, cubes, cylinders, discs, domes. You can make all of these shapes. So play with it, see what you want to do with it. And the other way to deal with that is, maybe I just want to stack it all into a pile, preferably not on top of myself. Now it's all in a pile. So, which actually looks kind of good. Don't know why, but it does. Doesn't let you see everything you have, but that's not the purpose of this. I was just trying to show you how to do it. So, like I said, if you start with the effects, just knowing what these buttons do. Okay, the only thing you need to mess with in the keybinds right now is find the select button. Don't play with any of this stuff. Just go to start simple, and then as your needs increase, then you can then you do more. But for the most part, don't. Just do select, deselect. That's all you care about. That's it. Select, deselect, and I like to set deselect all items. These 2. That's it. Those are the only 2 you care about right now, because everything else is more advanced. But in order to do anything with building, you have to be able to select. So having a select button, which for me is backslash, right after doing the after doing effects, play with floors and walls or something. That's a good idea by Tierna. and just set your select and deselect buttons. That's all you care about at the beginning. Once you get good enough at shapes that you feel like you can expand, then try new things. We could get to the settings for that, but those settings are very advanced for people who know what they're doing, and I only play with maybe a third of them at that. You know, like Chrysea probably messes with all of them, not the rest of us, because we normal humans are perhaps not quite as good at it as she is. Um, Sorry, I forgot to send Miss Stormy a present. For the follow. Does that a person exist? No? Who's Miss Stormy? Or Chrysea? Chrysea is ridiculous. She's so good. Yeah, we can see another one of her houses. I've shown you probably. I don't know why that doesn't work. I don't know if I want to show you her best or her, because she's so good that she might be a little bit intimidating. But we'll look at it. We'll look at her best so far, in my opinion, is her old Mistveil. Now, what to know about Chrysea? She's not only probably the best at EHT other than Cardi. She's also really a master of cobbling. So she does really good stuff both with and without essential housing tools. But even when she's cobbling, a lot of times she'll use essential housing tools to move things, because with essential housing tools you can move things by pixel, whereas you can't do that with normal. Cobbling is when you take something and you put it together to make something else. I'll show you what I mean. So this is old Mistveil. Obviously she reskinned the front. All right. So this is a cobble, this chandelier here. A cobble is here. She took a bunch of, if you can tell, if you look at it carefully, you can probably see that these are a bunch of Breton lanterns flipped upside down. There's dream shards in here. There's a vase in here. There's these Merkmeyer lamps are in here. And she put them all together to make something else. She made a chandelier with it. That's a cobble. When you create something that doesn't exist in the game by putting together other things that do exist in the game. Another example is this table. She's got 2 mirrors and a toy right in the middle, and it makes a coffee table. Now, what's ridiculous in this house, and beyond anything I've ever seen otherwise, is this floor. This floor is made by hand out of crystals, and it makes it look like it's lapis. Yeah, exactly. You can make stuff like that. Now, she made this by hand, but she used EHT to turn the different pieces to make them shaped like this. This floor is a stroke of freaking genius that I don't know. Right, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Now, this lamp is cobbled. This is elsewhere a sconce turned, 2 of them turned on edges. I mean, everything in here pretty much is cobbled. So anything that isn't cobbled was probably made by Essential Housing Tools too, in the sense that she uses the ability to move things by pixel. The base builder does not let you do that, but if you go here and you do changes small all the way to the bottom, the smallest will move you just 1 pixel. So you when you hit right or left, you're just going to move it 1 pixel. And that way you get things really, really accurate that you otherwise you can't work like that in the base builder. It doesn't let you. If you note, this is like these 3 tables sunken into one another to make an entirely new, different looking table. This was probably the crowning achievement of, thus far, of Chrysea's work. So don't feel like, oh, you see a flaw, good lord. Don't feel like you need to be operating on this level, because she's so beyond what someone can. I mean, I can't do this, and I've been building. She's just been at it for a really long time. So that's just ideas. She's mortal. Yeah, she's mortal. We are all mortal, but you know, she's just a little bit exceptional when it comes to this. Oh, everything is stunning in here. Let me put on my light real quick, because I'm having trouble seeing in here. Okay. Not much help, but it's something. The bedroom, there's a bedroom on the top floor, which is my absolute favorite, but look at all of this stuff. I mean, it's stunning. It's all just creativity. And, you know, she's using EHT, pretty much just incorporating it right next to cobbles. So that's EHT right there. So she kind of seamlessly uses them together. And then she created another bedroom out here. And then my favorite bedroom of all time is this. Holy crap, right? I want to marry this bed. This bed is the nicest bed I've ever seen in the game, ever, period. Whether made by Zos or not. This bed needs no words for how amazing it is. I'm so jealous. So, said with love, Chrysia, you know I love you, but I'm jealous. I mean, this whole room is just spectacular. The use of the dragons, the sea monsters over and over. The use of all sorts of different stuff. Like, even these are just poles. Like, sign poles made into beautiful shutters for the window. I mean, it's just beautiful. But I'll show you something else of hers. If she has it still open, the grotto. I don't think she has it. She may not have it open. Oh, she does. All right, so she recovered them with other stuff. She put different items over the wall. She reskinned them. She barely, I don't know that she keeps regular walls anymore. She just pretty much always, excuse me, reskins them with something else like wood or brick or backs of furniture. All right, so the thing I'm going to show you here is a much, much earlier work of Chrysia's. And this is where she basically, like, it's like a playground where she learns how to do what she's doing, if it's still there. So, like, when you see this really advanced work, don't think that it came from nowhere. It came from somewhere. It came from a lot of practice. It came from her experimenting with, I think she removed it because there's like 0 out of 2,000 effects in here. That's not good. If it's gone, I'm going to cry. I have pictures of it, though. If she got rid of it, I have pictures. Basically, this was an entire house constructed of effects. There was nothing else there but effects. Oh, it's still here. Were all the effects removed? Huh. Wow. She used to have all effects in here. Well, I might cry. this was, this house was basically literally all effects. I mean, just all stained glass windows, and the furnishings were all made by effect, etc. So she really spent a lot of time just trying how to learn how to do things, cobbling and otherwise, in here. So she didn't start from nowhere. This was all experimentation, you know? So that's just the way to think about going about it, is to not expect yourself to be at amazing, you know, start with reality and not amazingness. When reality is a little bit slower. I did an Eleanor. Maya. Just like it, something. Okay, let's go to Collectra's restaurant in Cold Harbor. And then, thanks for the follow. And I know the last time I visited, it is lovely. It is very lovely. I don't know why I don't have the effects anymore. I used to. All right, I'll see you later, Dave. Good luck with the VA. Lord knows you'll need it. My poor dad. My dad volunteers for the VA. He's a veteran. He gets frustrated with them. All right, so this is, oh, that's not as simple as you think. But once you learn how to do it, you see this little spot right over the bag, the bank and storage? You grab that and you can pull it. I mean, it's not like it was obvious to me the first time I ever saw it. Okay, Edge of Nowhere, culinary classes. Isn't that cute? All right, so this is someone who also used a lot of EHT to create something neat. And in here they have a cooking class, and they used a lot of EHT to do it. Like, this is a wood surface. This is the pictures, the text. He's not in effect. But they also created cobbles because, I mean, these dwarven lamps you get from a set, and they really do look like a stove. And then they made this beautiful cobbled fireplace / oven, I guess. Multiples. But I really liked their stand mixer. I don't know if they came up with it first, or if Swankery came up with it first, but both of them have this lovely stand mixer. It's so clever. Easy way to do this, where it looks like you're slicing meat, have a second one coming up from the bottom. So it looks like you have a slice cut off, but really you have a second ham just sticking up from the bottom. I don't know what that is. What is that? Maybe it's a blender? Yeah, effects are not solid. There are no solid effects. They don't have collision. You have to, I mean, a lot of items don't have collision, so, but each of these, wow, look at that. They put all of those, that took forever. Even if you cloned it, that took forever. All of those different, like, cutlery in there. This floor is an effect. I mean, basically this whole place is just covered in effects. I like it. You know, it's a different style. There's different kinds of work that people do, and this is just one of them. This is a style. Not everyone's, but I like it. You know, this is a very modern, futuristic almost looking place. And you can sit out here and eat. And this is a shed. You can walk right through because of the fact that these are effects. Actually, I'll show you something real quick. Washrooms. I read that really quickly and I'm like, I thought mushrooms? That's just spelled completely wrong. And then, I'll probably call it because I gotta eat lunch before I go to the doctor. Sorry it's a short one, but I gotta figure out what the hell is wrong with me. So this is my Forsaken Stronghold. This was my orc party. But if you're talking about like incorporating a little bit of both, that's what I tried to do here. So here we've got these little orcish houses, these little huts I made. And then you hope that that stops. Let me just turn that back off again because now it's daylight and I don't need it. All right, so now we're inside it and we've got, you know, these are where the poor orcs live. These are not wealthy orcs. And there you go. I try to make it look natural so that it doesn't stick out as if it looks fake, but those aren't real. Same with the chickens. I made a chicken coop. Different things. You know, you can go in these houses. They're little poor people houses. How horrible is that for me to say that way? I shouldn't say it that way. But that rug isn't real. But I try to make things look somewhat realistic as best I can. And then inside the wealthy person's home at the top of the hill. So see, the aesthetic that Calectra had is very much like a modern look. But I try to stick with the non-modern look. So some of my stuff, even now, I would probably fidget with some of the coloring and make it less obvious that it's fake. There. I might try to turn this color down a little bit and make it less fake looking. The less bright it is. Yeah, exactly. And, or add them if you like them better. You know, if you just like them better. Like, I liked having this dragon on the wall of an orc house. I thought it looked good. I also like having this wooden floor. I love the wooden floor. And then these are fake walls. So that no one can walk over there, but doesn't that look like shit? I mean, honestly, it looks terrible. So what do? I stick that behind it so that no one can... I mean, you can tell it's different, but unless you're thinking about it, you don't know necessarily that that's not really a real texture. So I like to mix both. I also like to make bands of animals. Like that. The elk isn't real, in case you're shocked. So yeah, you know, different things. People like to do different things. I just like bands. I like my goat playing the piano. He eats the music, though. Anyway, so yeah, this is something I liked. That also is fake, that wood here, but I think it looks good. I mean, one other thing real quick, and then I'll stop. I'm really proud of my bank in my Mornoth because I feel like it's the most seamless use of effects that I've done yet. Is the walls just look really, really like they're part of something real. So these are all effects. This is not under the builds at all. So you can play with this stuff without building. And you'll be starting out simple. Okay, so this was my Halloween build. Okay, yeah, I saw this. I don't know why all my guys decided to gather here, but they don't belong here. I gotta turn off the dark, too. I had switched on pervasive darkness because I wanted to have that effect going on, but I don't want it on anymore. So I'll show you how to delete an effect. So you go into placed and you find darkness pervasive. And then you hit delete. And boom, that's it. Your effect is gone. Now it's no longer going to be, floating in and out of weirdness. Now Azabi's back where she belongs. Okay. So this is what I was talking about looking pretty much seamless. We're inside my bank in my Mornoth. And to me, I was super satisfied with this because it looks like it's not fake. It does not look like EHT to me. This looks realistic to me. Then I put an open door with a background so that it looks like the house continues. Now that looks a little fake, but these walls don't. These walls look legit. And then when you turn off the effects and you see how different it is, it's even more stark and surprising. So this is what I'm getting at. You can combine both things. You can do both FX and cobbles or / regular building and combine them without it being all effects. And, it's up to you. It's whatever you want to do. People have different tastes. I don't know why all my people just moved, but they did. I think I hit a button that summoned them all, and I didn't mean to because these guys are not supposed to be all over the place. They have homes. Knock it off, Ferrari. You're gonna sell stuff whether you like it or not. There you go. Okay. So this is all up to you. People have different tastes. Some people don't like it when there's houses that are effects, and some people do. It's just people feel differently. So yeah, and this is my favorite because I ran out of objects. I couldn't fit any more objects in here, and I didn't know how to fix this house until I just did this. Now you can't tell that it's broken. So anyway, I'm gonna call it because I'm completely tired and I have to eat before I go to my doctor's appointment. But I will see you guys in a little while, I hope, online. And yeah, BS, if you have questions, like specific questions especially, I can help you with them. I'm happy to. I'd love to help. And so I will catch you guys later. And thanks for stopping by. And I appreciate it.